I'm sure exhausted from running around at Therapy Park. He's a great
he's
offensive
quick.
player. And you were on him all game, and the three wasn't falling. And you go into that fourth quarter with 2 points, 0 for 6 from 3, and nothing was kind of going your way offensively. And then you erupt like that in the fourth, have some huge plays, huge defensive plays, starting to transition. Kind of where did that come from? Because you have to be tired, you have to be frustrated, but somehow you found it in the fourth.
I think a lot of it was my teammates were knocking down shots in the first 3 quarters, so then they had to go double team them, so I was getting open looks. Like that first one I hit in the corner, I was wide open because they were double teaming Scott. The distance ball, I was wide open, so that's how I did.
Tell me about, there were 2 huge defensive plays that you had that both led to buckets. And I can't remember in what order it was. There's one where you kind of tip it in the air and somehow you end up flying down the court for a fast break bucket. I think it put you guys up like 2-3 points, whatever it was. But tell me about that play, because that was great instincts on your part to tip it up, but then also to have the ability to turn it around like that and get that bucket. Tell me about that play.
Yeah, we were all gassed up once we started getting back in the game because we went down, 10 at one point. So once we gassed it up, he said, we're in straight man, getting their crap, and I got into him, and he tried to jump pass. All he had to do was pump fake and throw a bounce pass, but he jumped up and threw it, so I just tipped it and went on the floor.
There's another play where you were able to find Scott in the corner, and I think it might have been off another steal if I recall, but tell me about that play, because that was the go-ahead if I recall. I think it was tied maybe like 59 or something. Tell me about that play, because that kind of turned this game around when you were able to get on the break and find Scotty in the corner.
I mean, Scott was 3 for 4 at that point, and then I called it at lunch today. I said Scott are going to hit 4 threes today because he went over in the first game, and I saw him over in the quarter wide open because the help dropped down, so I just dished it to him and he knocked it down for the lead.
Tell me a little bit defensively. I know you guys made a switch in the fourth, and Coach was talking about how you went with kind of 1 forward, 4 guards, trying to get a little more pressure, trying to move a little quicker, trying to fluster them. It obviously worked. They turned the ball over a ton in the fourth. Tell me about the defensive switch and kind of what you were able to get out of that.
I mean, we were a lot quicker than them once we got in there because they got those 2 Angle brothers. So once we got 4 guards in there, we were a lot quicker than them. And when we had 2 bigs on the floor, they were pressuring us guards. It was putting a lot of pressure on the guards. So once we brought, his name's Adam Whitaker, once we brought him in, he really rounded us off.
Tell me what tonight did for you, because tonight now in the Southeast game you're up 16-4 after the first quarter. Game's never in doubt. Tonight, to have a game like this where you're down for good portions of it, down by 7-9 points at times, obviously that's a really good team. Mason Angle was going off and having a hell of a night. He's going crazy out there. You had to face things tonight that you didn't have to face on Friday night. Tell me what that kind of did and what you learned about yourselves tonight.
I think a lot of it came from the football team because we got 3 football players in our starting lineup now, and when Caleb gets back, we'll have 4. But they, had to fight in that Mogador game and all that stuff, so they brought it to us, and we've been here before, so we just want to keep it going.
Tell me as you go into huddle at the end of the third quarter, couldn't have been a worse way to go into the huddle. And kind of a momentum swing play like that, the 3-pointer, the rare 4-point play. He's pumped up, they're pumped up. You're down 7, I think it was. Tell me kind of what you're thinking in that huddle, because that's a tough moment to be in. How you're able to dig out of that.
I'm thinking at that point that we gotta hold them to a single-digit quarter in the next quarter if we're gonna win this game. And I told the guys that, and we weren't bickering at that point, and we just came together and Coach calmed us down, and we got out there and we got after it. And they didn't. We took the lead, 57-55. They didn't score. We went on a, I think, 11-0 run. So.
Awesome, man. That was a great game.
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed watching.